telling you right now, if you don't have a vision, what you actually want to achieve, and the why you are investing, stop. You have to hold when the share price is tumbling. Because when it comes to investing, you buy when it's cheap, not when it's trending. My father never actually gave me an opportunity, or my mom or my parents, they never actually knew about investing. The results that when I was born into debt. Hello, probably this is gonna be a short video. I don't know. My name is Lamini, and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to tell you what they don't tell you about investing. Right. Mainly this video is made for people who have just started investing or already just put in money. They have the portfolio that is going on. Probably some of them, they don't even know what they're doing. Listen, what they don't tell you about investing is it's easy to learn about investing. Yeah, a bit difficult, but it's easy to learn about investing. It's easy to go on Facebook and see join easyequity groups or any other platforms where for investors. Then you see everybody that is buying or say buy this. Why is this shares not going up? Why this shares is not going down or anything? But the difficult thing about investing is if you started without a vision with what you want, therefore you will be sort of like wasting your time. I'm telling you right now, if you don't have a vision, what you actually want to achieve, and the why you are investing, stop, because you'll be wasting your time. So why am I saying that? Because it's easy to buy shares. The difficult thing is holding, because now you have to hold when the share price is tumbling. Some of us were holding during 2020. I remember everything was red, so we had to hold, and with the little money that we had to buy, because when it comes to investing, you buy when it's cheap, not when it's trending. The time it's trending, it's too late. The time when you're saying, hey, this share rose by 600% or 6%, something like that, by then it's too late, my friend. So what you need to draft down your vision. I am investing because I want to build an income in a long run, probably when I am retiring. But I still have 30 years as an employee or a person or a person who's able to work. Therefore, I want to invest for the 30 years so that when I'm retiring, I will have a consistent income. So therefore, I look for companies that are going to give me dividends throughout. Therefore, I'll reinvest those dividends for 30 years so that by then I'm expecting this amount of income. Vision, clear. So when it goes down, when it goes up, you know it's not yet 30 years. So what you do, you hold. Some of you might be, okay, I am investing because my father never actually gave me an opportunity, or my mom or my parents, they never actually knew about investing. And the results that when I was born into debt. Like, rather than having to be born into like being given a portfolio that, hey, look, we were investing for you, you're 18 now, this is the portfolio, you run for it. So maybe you want to do that change, that I want to invest so that I can hand over some of these shares for my son or for my daughter when it's turning 21 or whatsoever. Or I want to invest because I want to invest for my child so that I can give him or her a better education. That's where you start, the way I look at it. Rather than having to say, hey, I want to invest. Then you invest. Then when all the noise on Facebook and on the news are happening, then you start to react. When you react, maybe you sell your shares or you buy your shares. For example, I'll give you a practical example, and there is a video up here or here where I actually explained about Zenzele Kabili shares that everybody was like buying. Some of the people were scamming people, and that it quickly rose from 60 rand to 200 rand in a short period of time, of which it's unlike the behavior of shares. And I'm telling you today, it's going back to 60. So if you don't have a clear vision why you're doing that from the first time, you ask yourself, you own that decision of having to start investing before you even click that button to buy that stock. So if you would start like that, so it's more sentimental to you, it's more closer to you. So it's not all about what the shares are doing, it's what you want to achieve regardlessly. The price fluctuates, we know that. For example, let's say you coming from Durban, you're going to Joburg, you're driving. So when you are driving, you're gonna meet some curves. So let's say Joburg is this way. So from Durban you go this way. Then there's a curve that is gonna go like this way. It doesn't mean that you're not going to Joburg. You're just taking the curve. Then you're gonna come back. You do the curves so big. So you don't just like hey driver, oh, I wanna get off of this taxi because hey, you're going to this direction. So is that like shares. So we know that in the longest run, if the company is doing good, or that ETFs that you chose, you did your research, it's gonna go up, down, up, down. That's the nature of it. So you just have to live with it. You just have to know it's going to Joburg. Maybe say that in your head, hold your head, it's going to Joburg. It's just a band. Now, a band can take like 2 seconds, 5 seconds, But clever investors, they will be like, okay, when it's taking that band because the price is getting cheaper, then that's where they're gonna buy more. Every time when it's taking a band, that's where they're gonna buy more. In that way, that's how to do it actually. Not, as I mentioned, not when it's trending. As I explained, the biggest thing is to stay invested, to be disciplined when the market is doing its own thing. And secondly is to be disciplined when you actually need money, you need capital to do something. It's to say no to yourself because you have a bigger vision more than what you want to do now. That's why one of the books that I read, How to Make Your First Million by Warren Ingrams, it's a very, very good South African writer. It actually states that you have to decide the kind of life that you want to live. It starts from there. It also touches on that you need to have a vision with where you actually going with this investing. Most importantly, the journey from investing, it starts from having to pay people that you owe. You have to pay first your credit cards, you have to pay your loans, you have to pay whatever. You should do this because the interest that you are being charged with the loans or with the credit card is higher than the interest that you're getting. So the safety net is built so that you can be invested when there is some personal need that are arising. It's not that you're going to take your investment and go and do and sort out that problem, but you're going to take from your safety net, then you solve that problem. Like typically they say it should be 3 months of your expenses. So what you do, you look at all your expenses. These are my expenses. Maybe it's like 10,000, which means it has to be 30,000. Some other people, they say it has to be 6 months of expense. Therefore, that's when you're gonna start investing. I mean, it took me a couple of times trying to do this. I haven't mastered it yet, I don't want to lie, and I know there's some of you who know what I'm talking about, that you will beat your portfolio into what's like hugely, especially those who bought shares during the pandemic. Then some of us sold because we saw the money that you've never seen, like in buying shares. But now, I mean, we regret. I was talking to my other friend the other day that he was saying, hey boy, if I didn't sell my shares. Then I told him that, listen, that alone, it's the school fees that you paid for the lesson that you should be learning, that you never sell Nomiganjan. It has to be within the strategy. So those are the stuff that they will never tell you when they say you should start investing. They will never tell you what strategies that you use to hold yourself. They will never tell you what charges in a long run. Calculate the charges, calculate the commission in order for you to choose the right broker so that you can actually be able to make some money. Probably like study the economy of the country, see the indicators. For example, in South Africa, the problems that is huge that we're facing is electricity. If the government is not really investing into electricity, because when there's no electricity, business are shut down. When they are shut down, no profits. When there are no profit, shares go where? Down. So look at the overall picture of what is happening. When you're an investor, you have to understand all these things. So today I just wanted to just talk to you, my friend, and just have a convo with regards to such things, that we shouldn't be blinded with only the fall and the rise of the shares. We have to understand the bigger picture. We have to understand ourselves as investors. We have to learn the basics of how we have to do things. Thank you so much for watching. Do subscribe if you haven't, and share this knowledge. Share it with your friends. Refer them to this channel, so that once the channel grows, the more people are getting educated. So I thank you. Thank you so much. Bye.